Decision by the UAE to exit OPEC reflects their careful assessment that the relevance of OPEC has diminished over time. Several decades ago, OPEC accounted for about half of world oil output. Today, it's much reduced to only about a quarter of world output. So in this changing global landscape for oil production, with the rise of the US, the rise of Latin America as important new producers of oil, the UAE has taken the decision to leave OPEC so that it has more independence to produce more oil. And it's now at a point where it can produce around 4.8 million barrels per day of oil, and it's going to ramp that up to about 5 million barrels per day of oil by next year. And I think it wants the independence now to be able to pump that amount of oil to capacity in this new changing global oil market. UAE government has explained that in the current situation where world oil reserves have been diminished due to the situation with the Strait of Hormuz, that the world will need much more oil to be supplied once the Strait of Hormuz reopens so that countries can replenish their emergency fuel reserves. They don't want to be carrying the burden of being the swing producer for OPEC in an increasingly challenging global oil market where other countries are ramping up production, and then the weight of the swing producer role falls on Saudi Arabia and US proportionately.